speaker, Samantha Rapani. Samantha is responsible for onboarding and growth for the Powered by program. And that's the program that powers Fulfilled by TikTok here at ShipBob. She's worked with so many merchants, helped them build their TikTok strategy and get onboarded to start selling. So ShipBob has set a record growth on TikTok Shop. Our merchants have shipped hundreds of thousands of orders from TikTok Shop since launching our partnership late last year. And Samantha's the mastermind behind getting those brands set up and fulfilling orders. So today she's going to go over how brands can start selling and answer any questions you might have about getting started on TikTok. So thank you so much for joining us today, Samantha.
Of course. Thank you, Gina. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining as well. We are going to be talking about basically fulfillment on TikTok overall. A little bit of background of who I am, of course, the onboarding and growth manager here at ShipBob. I've been with the company for over 4 years now, based in Chicago. And what I've been focusing on the past year is our partnership with TikTok. What we're first going to highlight is that TikTok has a new program called Fulfilled by TikTok, and ShipBob is powering this. This is really where we come into the equation with our partnership. What Fulfilled by TikTok does is it essentially is a end-to-end logistics experience from the point of inbounding shipments to the delivery to the customer. So it makes it really easy for your orders to get to customers and really great fast shipping experiences. They have the option of express and standard shipping. And within the Fulfilled by TikTok program, everything lives within TikTok's logistics portal. So you don't have to switch between different portals under this program. When we think about Fulfilled by TikTok, it's kind of similar to like an Amazon FBA, but it's TikTok version of Fulfilled by TikTok. And we can see a fun video here of packages going down the conveyor belt to get sorted into Gaylords. We'll talk about TikTok Shop just a little from like a high level as a whole. So from a user experience standpoint, there's a few different ways to essentially purchase on TikTok. There are shoppable videos where you can see a little orange icon right here. Click shop now. You'll be brought to the product details page. You can add this product to your shopping cart and easily check out all within the TikTok ecosystem. So before TikTok essentially enabled customers to showcase their companies to showcase their products where customers can actually find them, they'd be redirected to like a Shopify, Amazon, or a main e-commerce page for orders. But now this all lives within the TikTok ecosystem, making it really easy to check out. And I am definitely one of those people who have made a lot of impulse purchases on TikTok. Customers can discover your videos by just scrolling on TikTok and seeing videos. They can also, of course, look up your company, see your store page, and see all products associated. And they can also discover you through live shopping events. I really recommend doing live shopping events if you have products that are easily demonstratable, such as like a hair care product, makeup, or some gadget that'll help improve your life. Just like we saw Brian talking about the little e.l.f. wrapping cutter. We can see videos of that, easy to demonstrate. Those are types of products that are really good to go live with. And yeah, Drew, it is so easy to purchase on TikTok, and we can help with that fulfillment as well. TikTok is the fastest growing sales channel in the world currently. Social commerce is new. It's something that people are diving into. And there, as we can see with these statistics below, there are tons of users on TikTok. People are on this platform to discover products, brands, see reviews, and try them out themselves as well. Users are very, very influenced on this platform to, buy different types of products, and TikTok plays a really big role in a purchase decision. And I see a question from Luis. How do you start selling on TikTok? Great question. So what you'll first need to do is register your TikTok shop. Essentially, you'll basically, we can send out some information about this afterwards with registration links, but you'll first register for your TikTok shop. You'll set up all of those business details, add your products, and then they'll be live for customers to see. You can link this business page with your main TikTok so that your videos are shoppable. And now here, the main question is, how do you fulfill these TikTok orders? There's 3 different options available to you. One is under the Fulfilled by TikTok program that ShipBob is powering. This end-to-end solution essentially will give you a new portal within the TikTok shop. You'd access that portal, you would send inventory to TikTok, and the rest of the order fulfillment is taken care of. Now, of course, ShipBob is the one powering this. TikTok is utilizing our fulfillment centers, our WMS system, and also, we are shipping the orders for them. Everything would be managed within the TikTok portal under this program, so you wouldn't need to necessarily connect this to a different e-commerce platform or ship these orders yourselves. And there's no daily order maximum associated with this program. So if you have a video go viral right away, we can fulfill those orders. Just make sure that you send enough stock for it. In regards to other ways as well, there's an option that is coined as fulfilled by merchant or also seller shipping. This is essentially where you have your TikTok shop connected to your e-commerce platform to flow through with a 3PL. ShipBob, we have a lot of our customers doing this. You can connect to your ShipBob, to your e-commerce platform, and have those TikTok orders flow through. This does require that connection though. So TikTok needs to connect to an e-commerce platform and then connect to your 3PL. You would basically manage your orders in this 3PL dashboard. And where this is a little bit different is you have a 200 order per day maximum. This is just during a probationary period. So typically that's 60 to 90 days where you only are able to sell up to 200 orders a day, because TikTok is just making sure you have the proper operational setup. And once you've proved that you have that, maybe working with a partner like ShipBob who can help with that, you are able to have that cap lifted. The other option as well is fulfilled by merchant, which is essentially, there's part 2 of this, which is self-fulfillment. You can select for an option within TikTok to utilize their shipping labels and fulfill these orders yourselves. So this would be, if you have inventory at home, you're just starting your business, growing and scaling, you may want to fulfill in-house at first. And then once you get a little bit bigger, move to a 3PL or even consider fulfilled by TikTok. This also has the 200 order per day cap as well, and this can be waived. I see some questions about this cap getting lifted sooner. It is a long time of a probation period, Tyler. I have seen instances where you can get this cap removed faster than the 60 to 90 days. I'm just looking to see if there are any other questions in the chat right now. And yes, we can fulfill inventory through ShipBob and not have to send inventory to TikTok. I saw a question in the chat about this. Essentially, this would be the fulfilled by merchant mechanism where you connect your TikTok, have those orders flow through your e-commerce platform, and go to ShipBob. We're connected to where we send that tracking all the way back to TikTok. Your customer receives this. And we also have special TikTok setups at ShipBob, which essentially allow for quick order fulfillment. And we are always hitting TikTok's operational requirements. So how does ShipBob step into this equation? I know I've mentioned fulfilled by TikTok a few different times. Under the Fulfilled by TikTok program, what makes it a little bit different than these other two is you have to dedicate a specific amount of inventory to TikTok. You send this inventory to TikTok, and that inventory is to be only used for orders that flow through the TikTok platform. Everything is handled by ShipBob's team from inbound to in fulfillment, and it makes it a really nice and easy customer and user experience because your customers are getting their shipments quickly, and there's a lot, you don't have to worry about self-fulfillment or anything else associated there. Where ShipBob can also help, let's say maybe you don't want to segment inventory specifically just for TikTok and you want fulfillment help all across the board for maybe Shopify, Amazon, Walmart, TikTok, even more. We have over 100 integrations. We can basically ship your orders from the whole pool of inventory stored at your ShipBob US or UK location. TikTok is expanding the number of countries that they're having their marketplaces under. I see a question about Canada in the chat. I know that I've heard some chatter about them starting Canada. I have no timeline associated with this, Andrea, but hopefully soon we'll have TikTok in the Canadian marketplace. And then, of course, with our WMS system, we can also help fulfill by merchant orders, where our WMS essentially is where you utilize our system in your own fulfillment center. We, of course, can have those orders flow through to go to that WMS system, and your team would then pick, pack, and ship these orders. I see another question about EU Marketplace. UK is available. EU is not at this time. And then Tommy, locations of ShipBob warehouses. Oh, we have so many. We have over 50 at this point. A lot of these are within the United States. We also have fulfillment centers in Canada, the UK, the EU, and Australia. So those are where we currently have a network. We're always growing and expanding, but that's where we're able to help with order fulfillment at this time. Here's a case study about I Love Chamoy. Essentially, this brand launched in 2021. Annie is the founder of this brand. She's fabulous. She works with us at ShipBob, and she's under the Fulfilled by TikTok program. She was self-fulfilling her orders. She was running into that daily order limit, seeing errors, products delisted because of operational issues. She really just couldn't keep up with the demand. Her product was going so viral. It's such a great product that she decided she needed to find a fulfillment solution as soon as possible. So that's when she reached out to ShipBob to essentially get started on the Fulfilled by TikTok program. She now, has hundreds of orders a day going through this Fulfilled by TikTok program that she doesn't have to worry about. And then also for her core website, her Shopify website, she sees about 100 orders a day as well that ShipBob is helping to fulfill. So we're able to fulfill, both Fulfilled by TikTok, fulfilled by merchant orders, and other e-commerce platforms as well. What can make TikTok a little bit, difficult to keep up with at times is the virality behind it. It can be very hard to, if you're maybe self-fulfilling orders, to forecast that virality, because there could be a day where all of a sudden you have a few thousand orders that you need to get out immediately, and you may not have the hands on deck to do it. That's why Fulfilled by TikTok is a really phenomenal program, because if you do go viral, ShipBob has the capability to keep up with your orders and be able to manage these. And then I will pause for questions. Just looking through the chat, it looks like there's quite a few coming in, so maybe at the very end. But if any of you are new to ShipBob and you want to get started in regards to TikTok fulfillment, Fulfilled by TikTok, or even other sales channels, you'll have $1,000 in free shipping credits, 90% off your implementation fee, and then also branded truck wraps. And then that is what I have for my presentation today. I know Gina was going to jump back on and help go through some of these questions, but maybe there she is.
Hi, Sam. That was awesome. Thank you so much for running us through that. This is a pretty amazing offer here. So don't be shy to take advantage of it. That's Jennifer Aniston's Instagram, and she has over 500,000 views on her ShipBob delivery truck. So let's go through some questions. We had a lot come up, and definitely keep them coming. I'm going to focus on one from Brad Hunter. They're currently using Flexport, formerly Deliver. How does the ShipBob experience compare, especially for TikTok and also non-TikTok channels? I'm assuming direct-to-consumer, B2B. If Brad has any other insight on their channels, we can talk on those specifically.
Yes, so it was so with Deliver, they are not a part of the Fulfilled by TikTok program. So of course, with ShipBob under Fulfilled by TikTok, We are one of their preferred partners. So you would have access to this program if you did work with ShipBob. And we've also even gone the extra mile in regards to fulfillment by merchant orders. I'm actually just going to go back a slide so we can have that side by side. In regards to fulfillment by merchant orders, ShipBob has taken several great leaps to make sure we're always fulfilling based on TikTok's required SLAs and what carriers they work well with. So we actually have a specific shipping method that's used for TikTok to ensure that all tracking numbers are compliant with what TikTok is looking for. And we have a way to tag TikTok orders in our system to where they're expedited in queue. And I'll be sure to clarify that. They're not necessarily all under an expedited shipping method unless you would want that set up. What that means is they're expedited in queue. So they are the first orders that are going to be picked, packed, and labeled that day to be picked up by the carrier. So those will be going out faster. We have really strong performance. We have so many ShipBob merchants selling on TikTok and not facing issues because ShipBob has essentially taken the step to make sure from an operational perspective, we're always compliant for fulfilled by merchant and then for fulfilled by TikTok as well.
Awesome. And I'm not sure if this question was from the last session because they're all bunched together.
That's okay.
We had a question about, does ShipBob only operate in the US? And I know you have a fun answer for that one.
So with TikTok Shop in the US, for fulfilled by TikTok, we are only handling US orders. However, as a larger scope, ShipBob, we have fulfillment centers all over the world. So that's the US, Canada, UK, EU, and Australia. So we're absolutely able to handle orders that are international. We have facilities in different countries as well. In regards to TikTok, we do FBT for the US, and then we can do fulfilled by merchant for the US and the UK. Awesome. Basically, as TikTok starts releasing more markets and more countries, we'll be able to fulfill those too.
Cool. We have a question from Allie. How can I get my suspended products on Seller Central?
Yeah, Allie, sorry to hear that your product was suspended. There are quite a few different reasons for suspensions. If you have a product where they're asking if it's like food and beverage or beauty, health, anything like that, what TikTok typically requests is a product certification. So make sure you're uploading the proper documentation to the portal, appeal those cases with the TikTok compliance team, and they should be able to correct this for you. It's not an overnight switch. So just, give it a few days once you upload that information. And then you can always, if you have a point of contact at TikTok, I would recommend reaching out there.
Great. We're going to go through these a little quickly because there's quite a bit. Connor wants to know,
oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Experience fulfilling TikTok orders through Amazon MCF.
I have heard of that scenario before, of merchants doing that. That is a potential setup. However, in the scenarios where I've been brought into, it's because the merchant wasn't happy with Amazon MCF's fulfillment. So they wanted to switch to ShipBob instead. Don't have too much to say about how, the setup would work in that regards. I've just only heard some, feedback that the merchants are looking for a different solution.
Awesome. And I'm going to go for one more question because we have the other session starting right now. I have my inventory in ShipBob warehouses. Is there an advantage of fulfilling TikTok orders directly from ShipBob rather than getting it fulfilled by TikTok?
Yeah, the advantage there is that you would be able to have essentially one pool of inventory where all your orders are coming from, because it's really hard to forecast on TikTok at this time. It's such a new platform. If you haven't even been selling for a year yet, it can be difficult to forecast how much you would need. So the benefit of having everything basically fulfilled by merchant is that you don't have to segment inventory for fulfilled by TikTok because you may not know how quickly your orders are going to sell.
Awesome. That's all the time we have for questions right now. We will be responding to all these questions via email. And, if there's something subject matter specific, I recommend you hop into the session that's focused on that. We have sessions all day, everything from ERPs to coming up next, customer support and an integration with a very close partner of ours, Gorgeous. So we will see you all there. Thank you so much, Samantha.
Thank you. Have a good day, everyone. Are we backstage again?
We are. I'm just like, I didn't even, that was intense. There were so many questions, and I'm like, how do I
know.
I have one that's like, I'm a ShipBob employee. Can I store my inventory at our warehouses? So yeah, attendees are being redirected to the next session. I mean, you could jump there or, take a water break. But so far,
yeah, I've got an 11 a.m., so I've got to run. But that was okay. It wasn't my best work, but I thought it was fine.
These get better with practice. Nobody's great on their first or second webinar, but I think anyway, you crushed it on both of those. You're always such a font of knowledge on these things, and we're lucky to have you speaking. I think you did an amazing job.
Thanks,
thank you.
Of course. Next time I'll prep a little bit more.
Me too.
I think it was fine. But I'm like, I've done better. But also, these people no one's giving them any answers. So like, at least.
No, I mean, are you kidding me? This is more than a lot of them can expect in terms of like live answers. And I think it gives them a lot to think about. And a lot of these people will be writing to us wanting to learn more. So if you'll probably be talking to some of these people.
Yeah, I will be. All right. Well, I'm going to run. I've got a call in 5 minutes, but Good to see you.
Likewise. Thanks again.
Bye.